Why the question of human origins remains a mystery. There is a story to which we all belong. A story written not in ink, but in bone and stone, in genetics and in dreams. It is the story of us. But here is the strange thing. It is the oldest story, yet it is the one we know the least. Every new page we turn reveals 10 more that are lost. Every answer we find gives birth to 100 new questions. And that is why the question of our origin forever remains a mystery. Not a simple mystery to be solved, but a profound and whispering one, like the murmur of an ocean from 1,000,000 years ago. Today, let us listen together to that whisper. The fragments of a lost kingdom. Imagine we are trying to assemble a giant mosaic, but most of the pieces have been ground to dust by time. The remaining fragments are not just scattered on the floor, they are buried deep within the earth, drifted across continents, and hidden within our very blood. Our first clues are fossils. The talking stones. They are not bone, but the memory of bone. They are minerals that slowly replaced life, preserving its shape like a vow to eternity. Every skull, every fragment of a jaw, is a frozen moment, a death that became a story. And then, the stone tools. The cobbles intentionally broken, the sharpened blades. They are not merely objects. They are an extension of will. They are the first evidence of something miraculous sprouting in the mind, an awareness of the future, of preparation. When a distant ancestor of ours picked up a stone and saw within it a tool, that was the moment the spark of thought flickered to life. And finally, there is the story written within us, DNA. A molecular diary, an epic poem coded in 4 chemical letters. It tells of great migrations, of people who, from a small corner of Africa, bravely walked on, not knowing where they were going, knowing only that something awaited on the horizon. They crossed deserts, traversed straits, and conquered new lands. And in every one of our cells today, their journey still echoes. But this is precisely where the mystery deepens. Because these clues, they do not all sing the same tune. Sometimes, they whisper different stories. The pivotal moments, the awakening. Scientists have constructed a family tree, but it is a strange tree with branches that intertwine, limbs that are cut short, and fruits that come from different trees. The first event was perhaps the boldest, when our ancestors stood upright. Why? To reach higher branches? To save energy while walking across the vast savanna? Or to free their hands? Those hands, no longer needed to grip branches, would begin a new adventure, touching, throwing, holding, and one day, creating. That moment of standing upright was a silent declaration to the world, we will walk a different path. And then, another sacred moment, fire. Who was the first to dare to pick up a burning branch from a forest fire, not to throw it away in fear, but to keep it, to nurture it? Who was the first to realize that this flame was not just destruction, but also warmth, light, protection, and a cook? Cooking food with fire likely released energy, allowing the brain, that energy-greedy organ, to grow larger and more complex. Fire shrank the darkness and expanded our world. But perhaps the greatest mystery lies right between our ears, the brain. And with it, the blossoming of consciousness, language, and art. Why did our brains develop so rapidly and powerfully? Was it due to complex social pressures? The need to cooperate for hunting? Or was it a random shift? A genetic mutation that switched on a new light within. And then, language. How did the sounds in a throat turn into symbols, into stories, into love and philosophy? When did a warning cry become a sentence? Be careful, there is a tiger in the bushes? And when did that sentence become, I am afraid of that tiger, and then I dreamed of a tiger, and then art. This is perhaps the most beautiful and mysterious moment of all. In the flickering light of torches, deep within the earth, someone stepped onto the ground, dipped their hand into a pigment of earth and animal fat, and pressed their palm onto the rock wall. That act was not to find food, nor to shelter from the rain. It was to say, I was here, to paint the beasts they revered, feared, or depended upon. It was the birth of beauty, of symbol, of magic. It is irrefutable evidence that a rich inner world, full of emotion and curiosity, had awakened. The plot twist. For a long time, we cherished a simple story. One ancestral species, gradually evolving, step by step, becoming smarter, more upright, until we, Homo sapiens, emerged as the pinnacle of creation. But the truth, as usual, is richer and more chaotic. The ancient world was not lonely. It was a garden full of different kinds of people. There were the sturdy Neanderthals, adapted to the cold, with brains even larger than ours. There were the mysterious Denisovans, whom we know only from a finger bone and a few teeth. There were the hobbits from the island of Flores, Indonesia, with their small stature but knowledge of tool-making. We, Homo sapiens, were not the only characters on this stage. We were just one of many plays being performed simultaneously. And then, the great question arises, what happened to all of them? The old hypothesis was one of violence, that we, with superior intelligence and sophisticated weapons, exterminated them. An ancient genocide. But DNA tells a different story, a gentler and more complex one. Inside many of us today, those not of pure African descent, lies a little legacy of the Neanderthals, a little of the Denisovans. What does this mean? It means we did not only fight, we met, we traded, we connected, we loved. Perhaps the fate of these cousins was not abrupt extinction, but emerging. They did not disappear, they became a part of us, like smaller rivers flowing into a larger one, bringing their own unique nutrients and memories. This does not make the story any less poignant, but it makes it more profound. It transforms the mystery of our origin from a solitary quest into a symphony of encounters. The lesson from what was lost, why this mystery matters. So why does all of this matter? Why do we spend our lives digging up fragmented bones, decoding ancient gene sequences, and debating paintings on rock? Because the story of our origin is not just about the past. It is a mirror reflecting who we are today. First, it teaches us humility. Science is not a collection of fixed answers. It is an endless flow of questions. Every new fossil found, like Homo naledi in South Africa, can overturn all our assumptions. It reminds us that our understanding is provisional, and the wonder of not knowing is eternal. We are sailing a boat on an ocean of mystery, illuminated only by a small lighthouse. Second, it redefines our uniqueness. Perhaps we are not special because we are the only humans. Perhaps we are special because we are the last survivors of a once very diverse garden. That makes us more precious and also more vulnerable. We are not the inevitable destination of evolution, but a lucky remaining branch of a once lush family tree. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, it teaches us about connection. DNA has proven that the differences between human groups on Earth today are extremely small, mere variations on a great common theme. All of us, whether white, black, Asian, or brown, are the descendants of those brave people who left Africa to face the unknown. We once shared the world with other kinds of humans, and we blended with them. Our nature, from the very beginning, was not purity, but blending. Not isolation, but meeting. Therefore, the mystery of our origin is not a pit to be filled. It is an open space where our imagination and curiosity can roam free. It invites us to question, to marvel, and to be in awe. The final whisper. So, the next time you look in the mirror, pause for a moment. Look deeply. You are not just seeing an individual. You are looking at an entire journey. In those eyes, there is the curiosity of the first one who kindled fire. In those hands, there is the muscle memory of the first one who created a tool. In that heart, there is the fear and longing of the first one who drew a shape on a rock wall. And in your blood flows not only the blood of Homo sapiens, but also a little something of the contemplative Neanderthal, of the mysterious Denisovan. They are gone, but a part of them lives on in you. They whisper in your sleep, in the dreams you cannot explain. The question of human origin forever remains a mystery, and we should be grateful for that, because in that not knowing, we find space for wonder. In that ambiguity, we find compassion for ourselves and for others. And in the ceaseless effort to understand our own story, we find one of the most beautiful things we have ever done: to dream. Our story is not over. It is still being written. And perhaps, millions of years from now, someone will unearth our remnants and wonder, who were these people? And they will feel the same awe, the same gentle curiosity. Hold on to that curiosity. Treasure that mystery. And remember, you are not a solitary entity. You are a walking universe. You are a breathing story. Thank you for listening.